the other side of that coin, Pittsburgh Steelers. I had them as one of the hottest teams in the AFC. They were on an amazing little streak. They were playing hot. They were rolling out, right? Best defense. Offense was trucking along. Coach of the year, Mike Tomlin. The Pittsburgh Steelers were on cloud 9. But they ran into a buzzsaw on Sunday named the Philadelphia Eagles. That Kelly Green and Silver chopped them up and shoot them out. So the real question is, guys, were the Pittsburgh Steelers exposed on Sunday? Did the NFL expose the Pittsburgh Steelers about how bad they actually are? Did the Philadelphia Eagles come out and say, hey, Pittsburgh Steelers, you guys got a good record, but you haven't played nobody decent yet, and this is how you beat y'all? Now, when you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys, on Sunday, Russell Wilson only had 128 yards passing on Sunday. Season low, 128 yards passing. Let's take that one step further. The Pittsburgh Steelers only had 163 total yards on offense. Not in a quarter, not in a half, the whole game. 163 yards, but they still only lost 27-13. Now, I understand 27-13 is a 2-score game, right? But when you only have 163 yards and you only score 13 points, you only give up 27, that's something pretty good. That means your defense was on the field a lot. Also, on the other hand, George Pickens did not play on Sunday versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's just be honest. When George Pickens is not on the field versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, they don't have anybody that scares you. Najee Harris doesn't really scare you. Jalen Warden doesn't really scare you. Mike Williams on the bench. Van Jefferson doesn't really scare you. Russell Wilson doesn't really scare you. Let's just be honest. George Pickens being out on Sunday was a huge loss for them. Also, Najee Harris had a huge fumble that pretty much sealed the fate of the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Let me give you another stat here. The defense missed 5 open field tackles in the flats that could have been tackles for losses that would have probably ended the drives for the Philadelphia Eagles. When you're missing tackles, when you're fumbling the ball, when your star receiver, your stud guy, your X factor on your offense is not there, the margin for victory is very, very small. Meaning that the Pittsburgh Steelers had to come out and play a perfect game to compete with the best team in the NFL in the Philadelphia Eagles. The margin of error for the Pittsburgh Steelers is very, very small for this team the way they're currently playing. When I say that, how they're currently playing is they are ranked 29th in rushing the last 3 weeks. They have a red zone scoring rate of 43%, meaning only 43% of the time they're scoring touchdowns in the red zone. That's 27th in the NFL. So basically what I'm saying is right now they are not living and dying by the rush as they should. Their defense is keeping it real. Their defense is keeping it 100. But Mike Tomlin needs to go back to the basics, go back to the fundamentals, go back to the ground and pound. Use the 1-2 punch of Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. Use it and abuse it and use it and abuse it again. Ride it hard, put it away wet. Guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers are a very, very good team. Very, very talented team. One of the best coached teams in the NFL. When we flash back to this 2024 NFL offseason last summer, I said the quarterback play for the Pittsburgh Steelers just doesn't have to suck because they got a great defense, they got a great running game. Right now, they're not using their running game, and they're trying to get Russell Wilson to win them football games. Russell Wilson is a game manager, not a go out there, win it game type of quarterback like Joe Burrow, like Matthew Stafford, like potentially Jared Goff, right? Russell Wilson just needs to manage the game, give the ball off to Najee Harris 15, 16 times, give the ball off to Warren 10, 12, 13 times in a game, and throw about 20 to 30 passes tops in a game. This is not the Pittsburgh Steelers team that we need to see moving forward. And if we can see the team that we saw during their winning streak, we could potentially